much water have we got? Comment, I'm sorry, comment groups. Too bad.
Let's put up something.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm so serious. Because it's shit and boring. It's like, have you actually legitimately had the runner's high thing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, can we just take a poll? She is like, right? Not true. Okay, have you tried MDMA? Yeah, it's just like, I do think the runner's high thing's a myth invented by the head of big running. It's all a conspiracy. Strava. When I was workshopping this joke, I tried to come up with what all the letters stood for, and all I could come up with was stop that running. So, comedians, if you'd like to give me notes after, that's fine. Look, I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, looks like you could use a bit of a run, love. Mum, is that you? Sorry, I went somewhere for a minute. No, by that you're not surprised to hear she did trick me into going to fat camp once. Yeah, No, don't worry. You're like, fuck, what an awkward thing to happen to you in your teenage years. This was like 2 years ago. So actually, that's on me for being successfully tricked by a woman in her 60s as a grown adult. Like, is she rumple fucking stiltskin? Do you know what I mean? Is this a riddle? I actually have never performed stand-up in London before. I've been in Australia for the last 2 years, and I've, up until now, I just came back from Edinburgh, and that was the first time I ever performed in the UK. But I'm a London girl, born and bred. Woo! Give it up, yeah. And those of you who live in Greater London and don't have a London postcode, shut the fuck up and stop telling your friends that you're from London, because you're not. I'm scared to perform in front of you guys, you sort of famously miserable bastards. Yeah, so, prove me wrong. No. That's the thing they're calling in front of Australians, the thing the Aussies in the room understand what I'm talking about. Sort of sunny people. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to sound rude. It's not that they're easily impressed. It's just that they're sort of happy to laugh. You know what I mean? You guys sat there with your arms literally folded like, impress me. Terrifying stuff. So I was in Australia, and you're like, okay, boo-hoo. What a terrible time for you. Upon moving to Australia, the classic story, your life must be so hard. There's a lot of things. I could do a whole separate 5 minutes just on Australia, but I will just say, you should not be allowed to call somewhere surface paradise if it looks like Plymouth. There's false advertising! But the thing I loved about Australia was being able to get back into a hospitality job again, but one that pays really well. So for those of you who don't know, get on that. But one thing that's really bizarre about the culture is this thing called the RSA process, so the responsible service of alcohol. Yeah, so I had also never heard the words responsible and alcohol put in a sentence together before this time. Literally a foreign concept. But I was like, you know what, I can do this. I can do this, I can do a qualification. But the most embarrassing part, thank you. The most embarrassing part of it really is that the self-tape monologue section you have to do, okay? So you have to sit down in your bedroom and tell no one that they're too drunk and they have to go home. And I'm like, I'm not an actor, I know. And so, it's like I didn't sign up for this, to do like an improvised soliloquy in my bedroom while my housemates outside can hear, because of course I have housemates. I'm working in hospitality. So it's just, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Thank you so much. Thank you. I should have set up the chair ahead of time, but nice theatre. Also, I have shorts on, so don't get scared. Okay. So this is like how you gotta do the self-tape, like improv thing, right? No. I get it, right? I couldn't get it more! But I think someone, and I'm not naming any names, I think someone said too many twins. Yeah. It's not a special little guy, too much to know. Sort of like that. There you go. And there's more of that bit, but you just have to find me and ask me afterwards.